Hello everybody, back again for more stuff, and today I'm going to be driving. It's too late. I really screwed this up, man. Like, I should not be driving this late right now. Like, but on the bright side, I have a little treat. Guys. I have some fun dip. It's fun! So guys, here's what I have to tell you about today. The hacks at the Occidental Marketplace. They won't give me my broccoli. So, I don't know if I told you about this already. The MP, the Marketplace, it's my dining hall. And there's one station where it's like, you tell them what to put in your food. So like, it's pasta Tuesdays and Thursdays. And like, I go up and I say, can I get mushrooms, onions, and olives? And then I get a full order of marinara. Okay. But then, so, basically, on Monday and Wednesdays, they have stir fry, which is just like noodle and some stuff. Now, I was always too anxious to go up and, like, order. Because there's a long line, and, like, everybody goes really fast. So I didn't want to be like that one dude that doesn't know what he's ordering, and I hold up the line, so I was too anxious. But one day, I got out of class like super early because it was a test, and so I got the opportunity. I got the opportunity to kind of scout out my options, right? To figure out what I was getting into. I'm kind of done with the fun. I just want the stick now. I'm trying to cram it into a can of Dr. Pepper. Nice, I got it. Okay, now I just got the lick-a-stick. That's what they call it. That's how I'm going. But yeah, so they have the stir fry, and I finally had enough time to kind of like check it out and see like what do I want to get. And this means that I've unlocked a new consistent meal that's pretty yummy, right? So that's really exciting. I get mushrooms, onions, and broccoli. And you know, I never really thought about it, but I say, I get mushrooms, onions, broccoli, and tofu. I never thought about this before, but I'm ordering two of the same things. I'm ordering mushrooms and onions, but they don't come in the same form factor. Like, they're bigger pieces in the stir fry of both than they are in the other pasta. So that's kind of interesting. But, so, I was gonna friggin', what am I saying? Oh, so, I know what I order now. So I've been going. But the hacks at the freaking marketplace, they won't give me my broccoli. First I order broccoli, and they give me, like, none. Like, they just never give you almost any broccoli. You get, like, maybe 3 pieces of broccoli for your whole noodles. And it's just like, dude, like, what? Like, what are you even talking about? Like, how is it only, like, 3 pieces of broccoli? It's just wrong. It's just wrong. Everybody, comment below, do you think that the stick or the powder is the best part of the Fun Dip? Because when I was, like, really young, I was a powder guy. But, like, late elementary school on, I was like, wait. Adulthood is when you find out that the stick is the yummiest. So yeah. They give you like so little broccoli. So one day I'm like, you know what? This is it. I'm gonna get double broccoli today so that I get a normal portion of broccoli. Right? And oh my god. Sorry guys, I have to chew the stick. That was pretty good. So, okay. You know, guys, it kind of tastes like frosting. The Lick-a-Stick. It kind of tastes like frosting. So, what was I saying? Oh, I'm gonna get double broccoli. But I know I'm going to get tofu because that's, like, necessary. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to swap out. If I'm getting double broccoli, I only get 4 things. So am I going to swap out the onions or am I going to swap out the mushrooms? Right? I don't know which ones I'm going to swap out. I walk up, they have no onions. They've run out. Okay? On any other day, this is bad news. Today, it is good. Right? Because that means I don't have to make a decision. I'm just gonna get tofu, mushrooms, and double broccoli. I get the double broccoli. Right? They're giving me my meal. They put in enough broccoli that it probably should be 1 portion's worth, right? Like, this is an amount of broccoli that I would not complain about if I had not asked for double. But you know what? I finally got there. I got the amount of broccoli I want. The guy who's, like, mixing up the pan, he's, like, trying to, like, jump it a little. He's, like, shaking the pan so it, like, it goes to the edge and then flips up and goes over. So he's, like, trying to mix everything around really good. He sucks at doing this. When he does it, he drops the biggest piece of broccoli on my thing. It now has dropped to what I would argue, like, a pretty stingy portion of broccoli. But that's just what I get, because it fell out. So my double broccoli was a travesty, okay? And the time before this, I'm telling the story out of order. The time before this, I went and I asked for the usual, okay? I asked for tofu, broccoli, mushroom, and onion. And they give me enough broccoli that it's like a little more than normal, you know? It's still stingy, but it's not like as bad as it usually is. So I say quietly to myself, yay! I'm not even kidding you. I saw the lady put in this broccoli and I went, yay, to myself. Thinking, oh good, oh goody, I'll finally get my freaking broccoli. The reason I was putting my Fun Dip into the Dr. Pepper can, by the way, guys, is because the Dr. Pepper can is empty. I drank it on the way to Cammie's place. I was taking her home. She just got in from a big trip, which I'll tell you about later. And she just got in from the big trip, so I was driving her back to her place in Irvine. And I drank a Dr. Pepper beforehand for the caffeine so that I would be awake. She gives me the broccoli. I go, yay. And what happens? She takes it back out. I'm not even kidding you. She put the broccoli in my pan, into the oil, which, by the way, they're dumpstering it with oil. It's full of oil. When I'm eating a pasta freaking Tuesday or Thursday, just the new people, they absolutely douse your food in oil. There's just so much of it. It like ruins the consistency of the sauce. So she puts the broccoli in the oil in the pan. And what happens? She removes the broccoli. What are you talking about, woman? If you've made the mistake and I'm happy, maybe just let me keep it. Just let me keep it, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, yeah. I mean, that really killed me. So then, last week and the week before, the last 2 weeks, I think. No, it was just last week. It was only last week, but I went twice because it was Monday and Wednesday. Okay. Last week, I ordered double broccoli again, okay? Because they ran out of, this time they ran out of mushrooms, I think. And I was like, okay, I mean, I guess we'll see. I get like a normal amount of broccoli. I'm pretty happy with it. But nobody like tends to the pan at all, and the heat must be like ungodly high. Because all my broccoli was burnt. And, like, am I gonna have a problem with roasted broccoli? No. But does it belong in this stir fry that I'm eating? Also, no. It doesn't. So, it was just another freaking travesty. Another horrible, horrible moment. Okay? And, guys, this episode is just gonna be all about my trauma with green foods, okay? Because not only am I sad about the broccoli, I'm sad about a burger. You might be wondering, Bat Peg, I thought you just said green foods. I thought you said green foods, Bat Peg. I thought you were talking about foods that are green. That would be a reasonable response. Maybe you're thinking, the burger, he must mean the lettuce on the burger was bad. He must mean that the lettuce was the problem. Or he asked for no pickles and he received pickles. Or maybe even like they put on like a tomato that was a little green. Penguins. I go to the cooler, the Tiger Cooler, which is our Snacks Burger Shack kind of dining hall. Those are the only two. It's the Marketplace and the cooler. I go to the cooler and I say, hey, can I get a Beyond Burger? And they say, yes, but the grill is off right now. So it's going to be 20 to 30 minutes before you get your burger. Is that okay? I say yes. Of course that's okay. And what happens? I order this burger at 6:21 p.m. They call my number at 7:08. Sorry, it wasn't 6:21, it was 6:12. I order my burger at 6:12 p.m. and I receive it at 7:08. I was 4 minutes short of an hour. 56 minutes for this burger. And Penguins. What do you think when this burger comes out? What do you think? Do you think it's like a great burger? Do you think it's delectable? I have bad news for you. I get this burger. Despite it taking an hour to forge this burger, I always joke that they have to kill the Beyond Cow to get the burger, and kill the Beyond Pig to get my Beyond Bratwurst. But it takes an hour. This burger is pink. Now, it's safe to eat because it's vegan. If it was actually me, I would simply have not eaten it. It would have been risky to eat. Okay, Penguins? That's the travesty of this green burger. And why do I call it green, you might wonder? Because it's St. Patrick's Day, and the bun is green. I have a green bun burger with a pink middle. I'm going to put it on screen right now. Okay, Penguins? I'm going to put it on screen right now. And I just want you guys to appreciate what I ate for dinner that night. And I also had fries, and the fries were pretty good. They were so salty, it was unbelievable. But I'm cool with that. I like salt a lot. So I'm cool with that. But the pink burger with the green buns, I just don't know if I can get behind it. I just don't know if I can get behind it, Penguins. It was a little bit of a sad moment for Batpeg, okay? So, that's really all I have to say about that. Here's something really awesome. My girlfriend is the friggin' coolest person in the world. She just flew out. She got flown out for her work. She was in Wisconsin, and she was like helping with oh my god, there's a circus. I don't know if you Penguins remember the corn episode, but there's a circus there again where the corn thing was. It reminds me of the pop-up circus from the Jirachi Pokemon movie. Okay, but Penguins, so what was I saying? Does anybody remember? So she goes to Wisconsin, and she's like helping set up some stuff at a college, basically. And then she leaves there and goes to Chicago. And in Chicago, she runs a conference for like leadership. So a bunch of people who are in leadership of different like college clubs, they all show up to this conference that my girlfriend is running for her freaking job. They like paid for her to stay in an Airbnb. She also like walked some of the students to their Airbnb to like help make sure they actually got checked in and everything worked out. Like, she was being awesome, you know? She was being so freaking cool. I just thought that was the best. I just thought that was absolutely the best. She's so cool. But yeah, she just got back from that trip. I'm like so proud of her. It's unbelievable. The stuff that she's done at such a young age. I mean, like, I feel like she has to feel like pride, you know? I don't know if she does, but I feel enough pride for the both of us. And so does my mom, to be honest. But Cammy is just so amazing. Like, I'm so proud of her. The comment below would have been about her if I hadn't eaten a lick-a-stick earlier. But yeah, so that's what's up. So this weekend, okay, let me take this from earlier, and I don't know, I might be rehashing some stuff I've already said before in a different PEGCAST, but I'm still gonna say it. I am a senior in college. This is my last year. It's my last semester, and I decided because of that, I was gonna kind of lock in, per se, or one might say. And take my duties as an executive board member of the Occidental College Gaming Club a little more seriously. So I started attending the meetings, and I've started running events while like telling the club about it and trying to get people involved. We have the I Fair, the Involvement Fair. It's basically our club rush. And at this, I had, it was like beat me in Smash, and you can win a thing. It was like a sticker set. But every person that came over, even the people that didn't play, I was like, you gotta come to this tournament. We're all just there to vibe out. We're all there to have a good time. Like, most of the people there are not that good. They're just here to have fun, and they play casually. Come to the tournament, come to the tournament, come to the tournament. And I had a poster where they could, like, scan a QR code, right? So I took that really serious. And, it was, like, a really good tournament. A lot of people showed up, and some people, like, who ended up being kind of mainstays of Smash at Oxy ended up attending. So that was really cool. And then since then I've just kind of been like working on I've been like helping with the meetings and stuff. I've been showing up, I've been talking with everybody, I've been hanging out. And I just wanted to take it seriously because I felt like, I wanted to send it off with a bang. And I also wanted to, that's really it. I wanted to send it off with a bang. Technically, I also wanted to, like, run some Smash tournaments with another student so that I could, like, tell them how to do it in the future. But I've ended up making some good friends through the gaming club. I've hung out with, I am saying the same thing I've said before. I'm friends with Phi, Elliot, and Malachi more than I was before. So, this past weekend was Frag Fest, which was a Cal Poly Pomona tournament. It was free. It was Smash Ultimate, it was Smash Melee, and a bunch of FGC games. So like Guilty Gear, Street Fighter, Tekken, etc. And I got as many people from Oxy as I could to attend. It ended up being 8 people, including me. We have 2 Guilty Gear players. I play Melee and Ultimate, but primarily Melee. And then we had 4 other Ultimate players. And then we had 1 alumni, who I wasn't counting in the original 8, who also went. And we, like, carpooled there. We had a great event. It was awesome. Everybody had a really good time. And I was really happy with it, because it was like, oh, I put in all this effort and it, like, worked. Like, everybody here had a really good time, and I feel like I have done something that all these people are going to remember. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, I went to that tournament, like, with all my friends from college. And then we went to Raising Cane's afterwards. And they had 3 disco balls on the ceiling, like, all pretty much next to each other, and a huge portrait of Elvis, and a bunch of different pictures about, like, the creation of Gumby. So I don't really understand, but we went to the tournament and it was fun. I think most of us did pretty poorly. A lot of people went 0-2. But the alumni, he's really good. He's very good at the game. And he got second. We had one guy that went 2-2, 2 wins, 2 losses, which is super respectable. And then in Guilty Gear, both of our players played pretty well. I think they both went 2 and maybe it was 2-2 and 3-2 or something. Like, somebody won 2, lost 2, and then somebody won 3, lost 2. And that's huge. Like, winning 2 and losing 2 is, like, a really good record. Because when you win, you're playing against more difficult players, So the farther you get, the more difficult it becomes. So winning twice is, like, actually quite difficult at a tournament. You're better than a lot of the players. Because you have to remember, half of the people in any given tournament go 0-2, right? Because just the way that the bracket works out is such that the way that, like, brackets work out is such that every round that people get knocked out, half of the people that are in the tournament are removed, right? Or half of the people in losers. So by making it through round 1 and winning, you have done better than 50% of the people in the tournament, right? So that's just crazy, Like, that's crazy. That we had some 2-2ers. I went 0-2 in Ultimate, which is crazy, because I'm, like, way better than that. So I was, like, looking at the bracket, I was like, man, how come I got, like, put into all these really difficult players? The reason is because all the people in my path just, like, didn't show up. They just straight up didn't go. Like, I got 17th. I placed pretty well. I went something like, I don't remember, but I did like, according to how far in the bracket I got, I did really well. But I didn't win a single game. And that's just because all the people I would have normally beat, they just, like, disqualified themselves by not showing up. So that was really weird, but, you know, that was cool. And then, or that was whatever, I didn't care. I wasn't there to play Ultimate. I was there to, like, be with my friends, and I was there to play Melee. And in Melee, I went 3-2. So I played against Nut, was my first loss. Nut is, like, a ranked SoCal player. He's very, very strong. So, you know, it's just cool. It's cool that I got to play him, but he absolutely destroyed me. Like, destroyed. Like, it was not close. I did not, like, I might as well have not played, you know? It was super fun, though. So, I lost to that guy, and then I won 2 more, and then I lost. And I was really happy with it. I met this guy there who, I played friendlies with him. Like, we were just hanging out and playing the game. I played with him for, like, probably 30 to 45 minutes before the bracket started. And what was interesting about that is he played Luigi. And he played the blue color of Luigi. So he's a blue Luigi player, right? Super nice guy. We're laughing, we're hanging out. I'm really enjoying his company. He's just great. He's swell. Big fan. It turns out we're actually, like, very close to each other, too. Like, physically. Like, we're from the same area. And by from, I mean, like, he lives near my college. He was super cool. He went 2-2. He was like, this is the farthest I've ever made it. I was like, great job, man. Like, nice. I was super hype about it with him. It was just like a great vibes all around. And then, you know, I was practicing against a blue Luigi. Usually I would want to practice against, like, a normal matchup. Like a more common character, like a Fox, a Falco, a Marth, a Sheik, you know, someone like that. But I was cool with practicing against Luigi because I was just trying to make sure that I could move. As long as I was, like, moving the way I wanted to, I was going to be happy no matter how well I did. Like, if I went 0-2, it would have been fine. As long as I was just, like, moving around and having a good time. And, so yeah, I practiced with him, basically, and hung out. I was winning and stuff. I think I only lost 1 game of friendlies against anybody that whole day. In Melee. And, so I practiced with him, and then finally, you know, it's time for me to play, blah, blah, blah. After I lose to Nut, who do I match up against but a different blue Luigi? So this is weird, because, like, 2 Luigis, already kind of strange. 2 blue Luigis? Like, what are the odds, man? But I destroyed the blue Luigi, and then I played against a Jigglypuff, and the Jigglypuff was, like, wearing the jacket that the other people were at the tournament. So they were from Cal Poly Pomona. Like, they were from that club. And I waxed him, okay? Like, he was playing Jigglypuff, and every time he would, like, land a hit, he would, like, look excited, you know? Like, not even, like, kill me or do a big combo or do a lot of damage. It was like, if he gets a hit, he would be like, oh my gosh, hooray, you know? So I was really destroying that guy. That was really fun. So that was super cool. I had a great time there. And it was awesome that our Guilty Gear players did very well. And then it was fun that we all went to the same, like, Canes together. We all went to go eat together. I did not eat, though. 2 reasons. 1, it's Canes. 2, I'm vegan, I mean. 2, I had already just eaten. This is because, like, my dad was really close by. And he brought me a burger. Like, my grandmother made a burger. My granny, she made a burger and then gave it to my dad. He brought it in his, like, lunchbox that he takes to work every day. And then He brought it to me. And I ate it. I ate the burger. And then I was nice and filled up for the journey. So that was awesome. Because I got to see my dad, and because I got the burger, and because the burger was from my gran. So all those were good things. That was really sweet. And he said hi to everybody. Everybody was like, whoa. Like, nice to meet you. And the Penguins, they love Dale. Okay? Everybody knows this. Penguins, give me one clap in real life if you are a big Dale fan. And I'll feel it in the ether. Wow. I can hear which guys of you clapped and which ones of you don't know my dad that well right now. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. I've been speaking too loudly. My little throat is becoming dry. But another cool thing is there was this guy who was like selling controllers and stuff, and I walked up and I was like, hey man, like, my controller is broken. It's like a little messed up. I explained to him what's wrong. It is exactly what I thought it was, and you fix it by recalibrating it. And I didn't want to learn how to recalibrate it, so I've just been playing with it slightly broken for like a year and a half. And it's not like broken in a way that like makes it not work. It's just like some of the directions are not exactly where they should be based on the notches on the controller. So like, you know, if you put it like straight at the top and it falls into like a notch in the controller, then it should be going straight up, right? Like, imagine if it was like a little to the right or the left, you know? It was like problems like that was what I had with my controller. And he fixed it. So now my controller's fixed, and that's awesome. I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that. I think it's awesome. So it's just really exciting. I didn't realize I would be so giddy about it. Because, like, you know, it worked before and I've been playing on it forever. But, like, having my controller fixed and having it be in such good condition made me so freaking excited. I was so happy. I still am. I'm sure you can hear the smile in my voice if you have spoken a lot with me. You know, and I was thinking, like, the reason I said if you have spoken a lot with me is I was originally just saying, like, oh, you must be able to hear it because you're a loyal Penguin. Like, you're a listener of the PEGCAST. But, like, Maya hasn't heard me that much. Like, just by pure hours, I haven't spent that much time with Maya. You know? So maybe Maya doesn't know what it sounds like when I smile. So, who knows? But, so before this tournament, I wanted to, like, practice Melee, right? And again, I wasn't trying to practice, like, to improve and get as good as I can before the tournament. I was trying to practice to make sure that I was, like, moving fluidly. I was, like, doing everything I wanted to in the game. If I was like, okay, now I'm gonna do this attack and I'm gonna run over here and, like, do this afterwards. I just wanted to make sure that I, like, wasn't rusty and I could do all the stuff that I wanted to, right? Because it would suck if, like, I lost to something that I know how to beat, but I just, like, couldn't do it. But, just because I'm, like, rusty or out of practice. So, last week, I spent a lot of time, and actually the last, like, 2 weeks, I spent a lot of time on the phone with Cammy just playing Melee. And not, like, super focusing on the Melee, because I'm talking with my girlfriend. But just playing is, like, giving me experience with moving and, like, helping me get more accustomed to it. Because Melee is a very difficult game. And, you know, I played it. I was gaming. And, I practiced enough that everything felt good. Everything felt great. I went to the tournament. I went 3-2. It's a great result. I'm very happy with it. I was just talking about how 2-2 is good. 3-2 is great. Especially when I'm losing to Nut. And I think that I could have beat the third guy. Not in those conditions. It was too loud in there. And I have problems with really loud spaces where there are too many different noises all overlapping with one another. As Dusty would so happily tell you. But I feel like, you know, in terms of skill, the guy and I were relatively similar. It's just that, you know, I was kind of like tired and pooped. I just wasn't going to win. It wasn't going to happen. So that was fun. And yeah. What was I thinking about? I was saying Melee's... this tournament was sponsored by The Yard. And I think the reason is because Otto was there. Otto is like... He's a Ludwig adjacent guy. Ludwig and a bunch of other streamers have like hired him to code different things for them. Like Ludwig has a YouTube extension called Truffle that just like makes the chat experience a lot better on YouTube. It like makes it more similar to Twitch. Otto also built like some Minecraft stuff for them, and Otto has made like a thing that lets another streamer, Atrioc, like pull up individual comments from the stream. I think like individual chat messages he can pull them up onto the stream in the bottom corner. So this guy plays Melee. He actually, you know, whenever I play him online, he one and dones me. Because he beats me with Ganon, game 1, and I guess he's just like, this is not worth my time, and he stops playing. But, you know, I don't hold it against him. But he was there and helping run the event, I believe. So he was, the event was sponsored by The Yard. And then they had like giveaways, and they did it through marbles, like a marble race. Where, like a digital one though. Like there's a marble race game that you can do marble races in. So, I mean, that was cool, you know? But, yeah. Melee is a beautiful game. The people are wonderful. It's so great to talk with all of them. I'm so happy I brought my college. I'm so happy they liked it so much. It's all great. It's all wonderful. And then I did crazy on the Oxy 500. So when you leave the highway and go to Oxy, there, like when you get off the highway, it's like downhill for a long way. So if you have like a relatively high amount of speed, like if you're going 30, 40 miles an hour, you can carry that speed all the way down the hill without pressing the gas pedal if the lights are in your favor. And using some strategies like slowing down when we saw a red light so that we could conserve more speed. Slowing down to conserve speed might not make sense right away, but imagine this. You are going to a red light, right? And you need to not press the gas pedal. If you stay going fast at the red light, then the chances are that you're going to get all the way to the red light and have to come to a full stop, and then you'll have no speed. If you just gently slow down a little bit, it actually gives you more time before you hit the red light and have to stop, which means that there's a greater chance you're going to be able to conserve some speed. So by using strategies like this, I went so far, and I would have been able to make it all the way. It was like everyone was laughing in the car because we were going 23 miles an hour at one point because I had to slow down so much. So that was a little silly when I was going 23, and then I was going 9 after that, and that was only for like half a second that I went 9. But you know, we were joking about like, if I go 9, we can make it all the way. If I go 9, we make it literally all the way. So that was fun. we made it super duper far. But it was great. I had a wonderful time. I keep saying the same things. Yeah, so... So now it's time to play Marvel Rivals, I guess is what I'll talk about. Now it's time to play Marvel Rivals a bunch. And you might think, oh, you really love Marvel Rivals? Like, you're really digging it? No. I'm kind of enjoying it. Like, I'm having a good time. It's a fun game. But I wouldn't even say it's in my top 3 right now. I would say that my top 3 is Melee, Rivals of Aether 2, and Valorant. Because I really enjoy Valorant, honestly. I think it's a very fun game. But I've been playing Marvel Rivals because in my club duties, I have been like the in-between for other schools to talk with us about events that they're running. So we got reached out to by USC because they're doing like this huge Games Expo thing. And at this Games Expo thing, they're hosting a Marvel Rivals tournament. And I could not find 6 people at my college that wanted to play, but I found 5. And so I'm filling as the 6th. So I'm gonna have to learn how to play Marvel Rivals at like a decent, competent level before that tournament happens. So I'm gonna have to play like quite a bit of Marvel Rivals. That being said, it's also time to play Rivals of Aether 2 because they just introduced a new character named Olympia. And Olympia was from Rivals 1, but I stopped playing by the time she got added because basically they did like a workshop contest. So there was this thing called the Steam Workshop where anybody could use the Steam Workshop and introduce a custom character into the game. Like, you can design the sprite work. It's a pixel art game. It's like Smash Bros. You can draw the character, you can give them all their moves, you can program everything about them. And just design them to do whatever you want them to do. And she's like a fighter that has power over crystals, and she can like throw them and like dash towards a crystal she's thrown or like explode it, and that'll encase the opponent in crystals and stuff. Like, she's just super sick. And Olympia and 3 other characters were designed by fans, and they were the top voted characters, as in like they were the best ones. And because of that, actually I think it was by the team. I think the team decided, not fans. I don't think it was like a fan voted, but they were decided to be the best characters, so they were added to Rivals of Aether 1. But I stopped playing like before that, when I thought all the characters had been released, when everybody thought. When everybody thought that all the characters had been released. Sorry guys, I yawned. So, Olympia is like new to me. And I've only played her for like maybe 15 minutes. But she's super fun. She's super duper fun. I'm very excited to start playing some more Olympia. But, oh, here's something else I wanted to talk about, guys. If you remember, I recently went on a tirade about Animal Crossing New Horizons and my fears for the Switch 2 having a new Animal Crossing game that follows in the footsteps of New Horizons as opposed to a game like New Leaf. What I failed to mention here in this little in this part is something very emblematic, I think, of the series that really describes the rift between old and new Animal Crossing is the titles, right? So, like, on a previous system, we had Animal Crossing City Folk. And I mean, that is just a perfect descriptor of the game, right? I mean, City Folk, it's like, oh, you're hanging out with the people. Like, City Folk is like a chill out, it's an insanely chilled out, like, just sit around with people name for a game, right? Like, it's about the people, is what that title says. Like, here is Animal Crossing, hang out with some people that live in a city. And New Horizons is, like, big. It's like, oh, New Horizons, fresh starts. Like, what's your goal? How are you going to work towards it? It's a lot less, like, live in your city with your friends and a lot more terraform your island. So, I just find that a bit of a shame. And I think that Animal Crossing New Horizons selling so many units because it was on the Switch and because of the timing of the Backstreet Boys reunion tour, it just kind of, it's sad, man. It's sad that I think we're going to get another New Horizons type. And we're not going to get a City Folk or a New Leaf. But the Switch price is pretty tough. I don't really want to talk about it because it's like, you know, it could even be worse based on tariffs and stuff. So I don't want to talk about the price right now, but dude, the Switch 2 Direct happened. That Mario Kart game looks like the freaking coolest game ever. When we saw the Donkey Kong game, I was like, oh my gosh, they made this game for me. Like, I've always said, I want a new 3D Mario. Like, I want a 3D Mario that is totally new. I don't want Odyssey 2. If I want a sequel, it's got to be Galaxy 3. I don't want Odyssey 2. I don't want freaking to play the same engine Mario. I want to play something new and fresh and full of cool ideas. I don't want to go collecting 1,000 moons where, like, 15 of the moons there's a glowing spot on the floor, ground pound it. Like, listen, it's a super wonderful game, and I think that it is, like, amazing that, or I think it's very fun, even, that they have those just do a ground pound moons. I think that's, like, really enjoyable. I think that's a good part of the game, but it's not what I want. I want cool missions. I want Mario Galaxy. I want Mario Sunshine. I want Mario 64. We're looking for cool missions, okay? And, or something entirely different. Freaking, Bowser's Fury was awesome. I do, like, but, you know, also the Bowser exploding the bricks cat shines. Those ones were kind of lame. But, you understand what I'm saying. I want a new freaking 3D Mario that breaks the mold, you know? I think that would be awesome. Or 2D, actually. After Mario Wonder, I'm down with a 2D Mario as well. Mario Wonder was such an unbelievably good video game. There were certain levels that were kind of difficult, too. So, you know, I was like, man, I really want this, but I don't know how feasible it is. Like, it would take so much effort and stuff. 3D Donkey Kong. Like, what? Dude, it looks so up my alley. It looked so fun. And then when they had Kirby tapping on the Warp Star, I don't know, just something in my bones, I was like, wait, like, is this Air Ride? Am I seeing Kirby Air Ride right now? And then it was freaking Kirby Air Ride. Dude! Kirby freaking Air Ride 2? With Masahiro Sakurai on the team? These people, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing to us Penguins, okay? They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, Nintendo Switch fans will be eating good one day when they can get their hands on this freaking console ever. I'm so excited. I think all of it looks so cool. The Paralympics basketball game, you know what I'm talking about? It's like everyone's in a wheelchair playing basketball. That game is like sick. You know? I can't believe they're developing that. There's just so much to look forward to about Nintendo games in the future. I'm not gonna play the Paralympic game, but I am excited to watch other people play it. And, you know, based on money, I don't think I'll be picking up the Kirby Air Ride sequel either right away. Like, maybe a year passes and I'm like, okay, I gotta get in on this, you know? But I feel like after buying the Switch, I'll be in the hole. So, you know, we'll have to figure it out. But I am about home. Sorry I've been saying but so much. I've been saying but, so, anyway. I've been saying all those things a lot, but I think it's okay. I think you guys will forgive me. Oh, last thing, because I'm almost there. The last thing I wanted to say was, it turns out that I'm actually pretty good at Melee, and that was really fun to experience. I was sitting down next to this person, and they were moving really fast and doing combos and stuff, and I was like, oh god. And, I was like, they're gonna destroy me, but, I wanna play, I wanna, see how, I just wanna play against this person, I'll have a good time, whatever, I just wanna practice and play. I don't really care if I win or lose, but they're gonna destroy me. So I sit down next to them, I'm like, hey, if you're just waiting for your match, do you think, or would you like to play? And they're like, yeah. So I play against them, and I 4-stock them. I absolutely mollywopped this guy. I, took him out back, you know? And I was like, wow. Even this player who I thought, oh, wow, they're, moving really fast and they have all these, combos and stuff. I can't beat that guy. Not only did I beat him, I destroyed him. And it, makes me reflect because, you know, I've obviously gotten a lot better. Over the years. But I think it's hard to recognize my increase in skill when I mostly play online and I'm not seeing people in real life. Because when you go to a tournament and you go 3-2 and you beat a bunch of people in friendlies, it makes you forced to come to terms with the fact that you're better than well over half of the people in the room. You know? And that wasn't always the case. I used to be one of the worst people at every event I went to. So it's just cool, man. It's just really cool to have the experience of finding out that I'm a lot better than I thought I was. It's just awesome. I think there's no parking. on the upper level. I don't know why I even bother checking when I come back at 2:26 it is now on a Sunday school night. I don't know why I bother checking, but you know, there's just that glimmer of hope in my heart. There's that glimmer of hope in my heart whenever I'm coming back to Oxy. There's a glimmer of hope that I might find a parking spot. Dude, am I gonna have to go all the way down to the bottom? I hate going down to the bottom. It's just kind of scary down there. And it's so far from my room. The bottom floor is. It's not even worth checking over here, but I'm gonna do it anyways. That's not a spot. Is that a spot? No. It is not, in fact, a spot. Awesome. Great. No spots. I have to go to the freaking basement. But yeah, guys, I'm pretty good at Melee. It was really awesome to learn that again. I don't have any other green food horror stories. I mostly have good things to say about green food right now. But you know what, Penguins? Tomorrow is a new Monday. Am I going to ask for double broccoli again? No, I'm not. You know why? Because the mushrooms and the onions are good. And the tofu is non-negotiable. And are there no spots down here? Are you for seriousing me right now? Okay, never mind. The same spot I parked in last time I had to park down here is open. But tomorrow I'm going to get... assuming I get stir fry, I'm going to get tofu, mushrooms, onions, and broccoli. Because when I get double broccoli, they burn it. Or they freaking take it out. Make me want to scream. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. So, like, subscribe, do all that great stuff. And yes, goodbye. Guys, also, Cammie made me another grilled cheese today with tomato soup in it. And it was so good. It was so delicious. I just had to include that because I felt such love when she did it. When she did it, I almost cried. So that was really sweet. Also, she gave me a little Raichu as a gift for getting into grad school. And that also makes me want to cry. She's so amazing. But the grilled cheese this time was with white bread, so it wasn't the best one. She was like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to be sorry. You're making me a grilled cheese. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. Like, subscribe, just goodbye. I got to get to sleep, dude. I have a class tomorrow in the morning.